I really miss staying up at night, talking to my roommates. Gets me a lot closer to them, and I look forward to the future conferences.
My favorite DECA memory was spending time with my partner Sherry Wing and just exploring Anaheim in the morning as we're getting bagels or going to IHOP or whatever, and also walking into the opening ceremony at ICDC and just seeing everyone there. It's a moment I'll never forget.
My favorite DECA memory was experiencing the thrill and excitement at ICDC.
My favorite DECA memory was helping my chapter members Margarita Areta and Apurva Ponce campaign to become state officers. I remember being super excited and happy when they won.
My favorite DECA memory is going to ICDC and meeting all of you guys, as well as meeting people from other states.
One of my favorite DECA memories is my first NorCal Career Development Conference because it was my first DECA experience ever. It was the starting point to everything, and I made a lot of really good friends there.
My favorite memory from DECA would definitely have to be being on the podium at States. The shock and the adrenaline, it was really crazy, but it's definitely a good kind of crazy.
Hey guys, I'm Sophia. My favorite DECA memory was at ICDC when one of my roommates turned on the really cool headboard lights and we all started screaming and jumping around on the beds because it started playing music.
My favorite DECA memory has got to be mini conference. It's the first conference of the year. We get to meet a lot of new people and get into the DECA spirit.
So far, my favorite DECA memory has been this year's International Career Development Conference. It was incredible to see how California DECA dominated the stage, with multiple first, second, and third place victories.
My favorite DECA memory was definitely ICDC 2013. Before opening ceremony, we all got pins. I got to trade them with different chapters around the world. So I got like DECA shades, these cool hats.
My favorite DECA memory was meeting Bella Zhang and wearing her state officer pin backstage at ICDC and giving the finalist medals to all the winners.
Thank you so much for all the amazing memories you've given me this year. My best would have to be International's 5K for MDA. Running alongside all those amazing DECA members to raise money for an incredible charity was truly the highlight of my DECA year.
My favorite DECA memory is definitely ICDC, including California Adventures with my chapter, meeting people from all around the country, and advertising campaign with my great partners, my sister Sanji, and
this year would have to be my conference in Northern California. I had competed in an SEOR event about Netflix on analyzing the business and how to better the business with two great partners, and we were actually able to get first place. But that anticipation on stage, all the hard work is on the line, and when they finally called it, it was overbearing, but it was probably one of the greatest sighs of relief I've ever had, and it was so refreshing to see all of our success and all of our hard work pay off in the end.
My favorite DECA memory is when I was practicing role plays with my friends at the conferences. It really showed how DECA can bring people together like a family.
My favorite DECA memory would probably be ICDC 2013 at closing session when my friend and I took 100+ selfies with random strangers.
My favorite DECA memory is when I was a delegate at the state CDC because I met a lot of new people, even if they weren't candidates. And even if the candidates don't win, you still feel like a major part of their life because you were there for them, you interviewed them and stuff.
My favorite DECA memory was ICDC 2011 in Orlando, Florida, when we went to Harry Potter Land and I got chosen to be part of the wand demonstration, and that was pretty life-changing.
So my favorite DECA memory was at state conference when Apurva's name got called up for state office after mine. For those of you who don't know, Apurva and I go to the same school, and she's one of my best friends, and I'm really glad that I get to share my state officer experience with her.
My favorite DECA memory would have to be walking into the event center at ICDC and seeing all the amazing people from around the world that are there just because of DECA.
My favorite DECA experience was getting to learn from seniors.
One of my favorite experiences was getting to mentor freshmen and seeing them really enjoy their experience.
My favorite DECA memory is that someone that I reached out to through my public relations project told me that I helped them change their life.
My favorite DECA memory is probably in the state conference of 2012. Me and my friends left the award ceremony because we wanted to go get something to eat, and little did we know that we could get kicked out of DECA if we didn't attend the award ceremony. So one of our officers called us and informed us that after we had left and already started eating at IHOP. So we ended up running about 2 miles from IHOP to the hotel so we could save our DECA careers.
My favorite DECA memory would have to be State Conference 2013. Campaigning and winning state office with Margarita, as well as placing for my advertising campaign. It was just a memorable weekend, and
and I'm never going to forget it.
My favorite DECA memory will probably have to be walking into the Anaheim Convention Center for ICDC 2013 and walking into 17,000 people from across the nation. That's pretty cool. The beach was good too. And Disneyland.
Hi California DECA, my name's Kripa and my favorite DECA memory has to be SVCDC from last year. As my first competitive DECA conference, it definitely didn't disappoint. Not only did I get to meet a lot of really great people, but I also got to compete and go on stage for the first time, as well as running for SV office. Thank you.
Some of our favorite DECA memories are pillow fights with your former state officer Tejas Kunduru at ICDC 2013.
Eating chicken wings pretty much every single night.
Second dances,
And late night talks with our friends till like 4 a.m.
meeting new people from all over California as well as all over the country.
Ironically, getting locked in the hotel bathrooms.
Ziplining at ICDC 2012.
Let's not forget Rhythm Extreme ICDC 2013.
And these have been some of our favorite DECA memories.
My favorite DECA memory is last year's pin trading event at Utah's ICDC. It was my first time going to ICDC, and it was great meeting people from across the United States.
My favorite DECA memory would definitely have to be ICDC 2013, it being my first and last ICDC. Just the feeling I got walking in right before opening session and seeing the thousands and thousands of DECA members, now that's an indescribable feeling.
Our favorite DECA memory this year was when someone from our chapter, Justin Chang, became state president.
Woo! We're so proud of you, Dustin. We can't wait to see you make a count.
My favorite DECA memory has to be at the 2012 state conference in Santa Clara. Sitting in the crowd at the end of the grand award session, hearing my name announced as a state officer, and running on stage, it's the most exciting feeling ever, even to this day, knowing that I get to represent you, California, as your state president.